Good day, everyone. Welcome to this recording that's being done on Zoom that I've uploaded to YouTube. And I really want to thank you for joining us. And I want to thank Debbie Els as well as Dr. Beate Setzer for joining us in this recording. And today the topic will be Debbie Els and her health. And I want Debbie to be able to tell a story. Dr. Beate Setzer has come on and she will be able to give you a full-on evaluation because she has actually checked Debbie herself and she has done this pro bono. And welcome, Debbie. Welcome, Dr. Setzer. I really welcome you here. Debbie, you can go first and just greet everybody.
Hi, everybody.
And
I don't know what
Beate. Beate, welcome. Thank you so much, Dr. Beate Setzer, for joining us.
It's a pleasure. Thank you. And hello, everybody.
Hi, Dr. Setzer.
So this is really a very informal discussion. A lot of the people that will be watching this will know Debbie. A lot of the people that will be watching this, maybe they haven't met you, they have heard of you. It could have been through the media. It could have been on Facebook, on many other places. Debbie Els, you have a large following of people due to various causes that started with gender-based violence. And you have fallen ill, not just fallen ill, you sustained injuries. I was a witness to that. And I first want you to tell your story briefly, and we can go into detail later if you want to. And then I want to ask Dr. Beate Setzer to tell us what she found when she actually examined you. And because this is a private and personal thing, I would like both of you to state now that you're doing this of your own fruition, that Debbie, that you give permission for Dr. Setzer to discuss your medical findings.
I do give permission.
Thank you. Noted.
Okay, Dr. Setzer, you're doing this out of your own fruition. You are willing to do this because Debbie Els has asked you to do so. Is that correct?
That is correct.
Okay, thank you very much. I just want to set that straight for the record. I think it's important that people's medical records are protected. In other words, any doctor
Absolutely
that examines someone, Beate, what do you call that? You know?
Confidentiality.
So confidentiality. Doctor
Yes.
patient. Okay, thank you for that.
Yes.
And that is part of your oath, isn't that?
Absolutely.
So you're not just going to divulge anything unless the patient would ask you to do such.
I need the patient's permission.
Okay. Thank you very much for that. So Debbie, over to you. I want you to tell me your story with regards to your health. And then I want you to tell me, how are you doing now? How are you feeling? How has this affected you, influenced you, your life, etc.? I think it's important for people to understand that the people that have been following you for years now, to understand where you're at.
Hi, everybody. Thank you for allowing me to speak, Des. I really do appreciate it. And Dr. Setzer, thank you for coming on as well. Taking your time out to come and save me again, like you have been. Yeah, I was injured on the 9th of October, as you know, Des, from that protest that we were at. And
can I just ask you to state for the record that we weren't in the protest. We were actually standing separately to the protest, and
yes,
the people approached
yes,
the area where we were, right?
Yes, yeah, we were totally on the grass area and the people were at the sunglasses. And you were taking videos and I was just walking around talking to people. And then I saw the police chasing you and I went to go and help you. And then a father came there with his son and I tried to help the child that was also pinned down there. And then I just felt this thug at the back of me, and I went down on my knees, and I tried to get up again, and they pushed me again 3 times, and the second time I just heard my back go cluck, and that's when I knew. But you know, the adrenaline was so much that you know, you don't feel the pain until everything is done. Because I think after I spoke to you and everything calmed down, I said to you, listen here, Des, I can't speak anymore. I need to go to a doctor immediately. There's something wrong.
I remember that.
So I left immediately, and I went to, I wasn't going to go to the state hospitals because there you sit forever and ever. And I was in pain. I was really, really in pain. So the only place that I knew that had a doctor on site was the MChem pharmacy, the 24/7 in Bellville. So I went there, and I saw the doctor there on call. And she said to me, well, they don't have x-ray machines or anything there. She's going to give me some jabs for the pain and muscle relaxants and all that. And I must get a brace as well, which I purchased there because they've got everything there. And I also had to get a knee guard for my knee because my knee was also very sore. So she strapped my knee and she strapped my back, and she said to me she's going to give me a referral to go to Carl Bremer on Monday morning, first thing, for x-rays, which I did. I went for the x-rays, and I sat there the whole day, obviously. And they told me then to come again. Well, when I sat there, they did the x-ray on my back, and then they told me I must go for a CT scan, and I did that, and then they told me that I must go again, like a day or two after that, which I did. And then this doctor from Carl Bremer said to me, look, she's not going to beat around the bush. I've got a mass in my left lung, and it's cancer. And she wants me to go for further test and see the oncologist. And I must, you know, she was telling me things that I didn't want to hear. So I left my daughter with the doctor, and I said, I just need to get out of this place. I don't want to hear anymore. Just get me out. And I started crying, and I walked out, and I went to go to the car. While I wheeled out, okay? And then the hospital manager came to me, and she said to me that she's very sorry about, you know, the discovery, and I mustn't lose hope, and blah, 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 blah. And, you know, it went in the one ear and out the other ear because, yeah, I'm at the hospital for my back. They told me my back is fractured, and now they're also telling me that I've got cancer. And I don't know what to comprehend now because, you know, like Murphy's Law, I go for something and then something else is wrong. So, yeah, it was quite a shock for me, and I still don't know how to deal with it. And yeah, then I got Dr. Setzer that said that she knew somebody that does treatments, and I've been for my second treatment. So far, so good. I went for another x-ray. Nothing has spread. The first x-ray, it was only the left mass. And then the second x-ray was the left and the right. It was spreading to the right. I started my treatment, and then the third x-ray was, it was just there. You know, it didn't spread further. It didn't look bigger to me. To me, it looked like it was getting just a little bit smaller. I don't know if you can agree with me, Dr. Setzer, but you can talk about that now. But yeah, what do you say? What do you say when somebody tells you you've got cancer? And then they told me that I must go for a lung biopsy. They made the appointment for me the Wednesday. I didn't go. I refused it because I don't want to know how long I have to live. I don't want to know how aggressive the cancer is. I don't want to know what stage I am in because I don't want to focus on the cancer, okay? I don't want to even think about it. I'm trying not to think about it. But people do make it very difficult for me, so I get reminded all the time. My back pain has been overwhelming, that it took away the pain of what I feel in my lungs and everywhere else. So I must say, if it wasn't for me breaking my back on that day, I would never have found out that I had cancer. So I don't know if that was a good thing that happened. I don't know. I always say everything happens for a reason. But the fact remains is they injured me, and, you know, it was unnecessary, very unnecessary. I get slandered the whole time because of that. But yeah, I'm trying to deal with it, and people are not giving me a chance to deal with it because I keep on having to kill fires, but it's there. I can't wish it away. I can pray it away, or I don't know if I can pray it away, but if it's my time, it's my time. I've come to the conclusion that, you know what, Debbie, if God has given you a little bit extra time to do what you need to do, I thank God for that. If he says it is your time now, you have to go in a month or two, I'm okay with that. I know I'm going to a better place, so I'm not afraid to die. But let me die in peace, you know, let me die with dignity, and all this nonsense must stop. So yeah, I do have cancer. My knee is buggered, my back is buggered. I don't know what to do to make it better. I don't know. A lot of people have sent me stuff to take and to drink and to whatever. I don't just want to take anything. So I have full trust in the person that I'm going to for treatment. One reason, because the first thing he told me that it is not just me fixing you, it's God. So that is why I do believe that this man is the right person for me. It's my choice not to take chemo. It's my choice not to have the back operation. They wanted me to have a spinal operation. It's my choice. It's my body. I don't want to be in pain for the rest of my life until I close my eyes one day. So if I don't want to go for chemo and for radiation, it's my choice. And that's all what I want to say.
Okay, thank you so much, Debbie, because that is in a nutshell what you have experienced. I mean, I can later say what I witnessed myself, but I want to give Dr. Beate Setzer a chance to tell us what she found based on what the hospital said, her own examination, and give her the time to do that. And then I want to come back to you, Debbie, and ask you what life is like now, what you experience physically because of this, and how your life has been influenced. And I mean, there must be a huge financial burden because of this. This is the first thing I thought of because of all the medication that you need to take, etc. And we can talk about that later. And if anyone wants to help you later, we can give the details of the account that I asked you to create so that people can help you, because I believe people that want to should. And Beate, if you can tell us, Dr. Beate Setzer, who examined Debbie, now has the chance to tell us what she found. And I know that this isn't normal. Debbie has asked for this so that the public can hear for themselves. Dr. Setzer.
Okay, let me start on the day of the demonstration. And I came to look afterwards what happened, and I saw Debbie hobbling away in pain. She came to see me subsequently. She gave me the whole history. She also gave me copies of the hospital reports from Carl Bremer, which were saved in the clinical folder. And I did a full clinical examination. So I can, first of all, I can confirm the findings on the X-ray reports. What Debbie has already talked about, the mass in the left lung, that red suspicious of a non-benign lesion, a malignant lesion, a cancer. I can confirm the fractures in the dorsal spine. I think it was level D1 and D2. I'm speaking from memory. And I can confirm that on the clinical examination, I found a mass in the left armpit, which hasn't been noted anywhere.
Okay, so this mass on the left armpit, could that be is it possible that that's an extension from what has been found in Debbie's lung on the x-ray? Because I've seen the x-rays, I've even posted it in my community tab to my members. Is it possible?
We don't know because there was no, we haven't confirmed, you know, histologically because there was no biopsy taken.
Okay.
So it's possible that it's a spread from the cancer.
Okay. Now, what chance is there that what you can see in that x-ray is not cancer?
I think it's cancer in all likelihood. One would see this on progressive examination.
And the x-rays have shown progression from initial x-rays to the latter x-rays.
I just recall the two x-rays, the first one that I saw and then the second one that Debbie showed me, and well, I saw no progression of the mass. To me, it looked like the mass was shrinking slightly.
Okay, so you didn't see the first x-ray that was taken initially?
I'm not sure what the date was of the x-ray that Debbie sent me. I just recall seeing two x-rays. The second one, I don't think I saw the first x-ray. No. I just read the report.
Yeah.
Okay, so Dr. Beate said, so you can confirm that Karl Bremer, the hospital, has given a report that x-rays were taken.
Yes, they were.
This is not something that Debbie is grabbing out of thin air.
No, those are official documents and they are now officially filed in an official file in Debbie's folder in my practice.
Okay, so that is part of her official file that you keep as a doctor, and you're licensed to practice at the moment. Is that correct?
That is correct.
Okay, so you're an open practice. You're a GP that is practicing currently, and that makes all the difference because that gives authenticity to the fact that Debbie says, besides the fact that I saw how she was injured on her back, you can confirm that there is a mass in Debbie's lung, and you found a further lump under her left arm, and a biopsy could confirm what type of cancer that is. Is that correct?
Yes, that's correct.
And that could tell you whether it's an aggressive cancer, I would assume, or a less aggressive cancer. And maybe you can just elaborate on that.
Well, I'm not a specialist on cancer, so I don't know how many different types of lung cancer there are, but you get a histological diagnosis.
Okay. And so there's specialists that could do that?
Absolutely.
Debbie, can you say once again why you don't want a biopsy and why, just so the public can understand, why you did mention it earlier, but I know you feel quite strongly about it. Why you don't want the biopsy done, and why you don't want to hear what kind of cancer it is.
Okay, firstly, I have to have a COVID rape my face test, which I refuse to do because that is going against my activism.
Okay.
And I need to have a jab, okay, to be able to, I must be vaccinated to get a operation of that sort. I mean, anybody that goes in for any operation needs to be jabbed. So that is the first thing. The second thing is I don't want to know what stage I am in or how long I have to live. I want to live every day as if it is my last day. I don't want, because psychologically, when somebody tells you you've got cancer and they tell you you are in stage 4 and it's aggressive and you've got 3 or 4 months to live, then you might as well die. I don't want that, okay? I don't want a spinal operation because if I have got cancer and I'm going to live for 3 months or whatever, I don't want to be in pain up until the day I die. So I refused the spinal operation. I refused to go for the biopsy because of all that stuff I told you. And also that they cannot guarantee me 100% that when they've done the biopsy, the lung biopsy, that I was going to be okay afterwards, because I can clot up or I can, whatever happens when they do the lung biopsies. I don't want that. I've already had the 2 pipes in my lungs in 2017, which they drained gunge out of, and it was very sore and I got very ill. And I've got septicemia in one of them. So that was a very bad experience for me. So no, I will not have any more pipes put into my body. If it's my time to go, it's my time to go, and that's it.
Okay, and that's a decision that you have made. And we're going to do another live stream with you. It'll be live with you, Debbie Els, to talk about your life and your life experiences. I think it's important that the South African people hear your life experiences from your own mouth, not from the mouth of people that are not you. I always tell people, if you want to find something out about somebody or a movement or organization, speak to the person or speak to people in the organization, and then you will probably get the best information. It's not rocket science. And then people can challenge that information if they want to. So you can look forward to that live stream in the very near future. And Debbie, I want you to tell us at this stage what it's like to live with what you're experiencing now. You know, I've seen you battle to walk, so I'm a witness to that. Another thing I want to say is people need to be aware that photographs, when you take them, are inverted in many cases unless you change your settings. So when you look at a photograph, your left side becomes your right side and vice versa. And most people with intellect understand things like that. Let's just leave it at that. Okay. So what is it like?
Well, it's not me. Oh, you're going to make me cry now. I'm not used to doing nothing. I'm not used to sitting at home and sitting with pain and sitting and wondering, you know, what is going on out there. I can't do anything. I can hardly walk down the stairs. You know, I take muscle relaxants at night. I don't even know what they're called. Just so that I can turn in bed. I can't bath. I have to shower every time, and then I have to be so careful because I get so disorientated in the shower. I can't do things, and all I'm doing now at the moment is sitting on my ass and painting. I can't walk too much in the shops. I can't walk too much. If I do, then I suffer terribly with pain. I'm totally out of breath. Yeah, my life is not my own anymore. So I'm trying my best to forget everything and to just at least heal my back so that I can get mobile and I can do what I'm doing. I I still use my wheelchair if I have to go to demonstrations because I've got a fear of somebody knocking into me and I fall or something. And I still wear my brace when I go out because I'm scared I'm going to fall.
What brace is this, the brace for your leg?
For my leg and for my back. I've got a terrible tan with a hole in my knee and from wearing this stupid knee brace. And yeah, I've got to wear it, unfortunately, because otherwise I can't walk. And if I know I'm going to walk for more than a half an hour to an hour or so, then I have to gear up and I look like a robot when I walk out of my house. So, yeah, I'm tired of being in a bubble. It's not me. It's not me. I want to be out there and I want to fight for the people. That is and then that is why I ask God, please just give me enough time to do what I need to do, because I need to fight for my children and my grandchildren and for the people out there. And I've not finished. I have not finished my work yet. Sorry.
Debbie, I know we've had many discussions in the past about many things, and the things that you feel that you want to do with and for the people of South Africa. What is your wish at this stage, under the conditions and circumstances that you are in? What would be the best case scenario for you now?
Look, I know the cancer's not going to go away. I just wish for more time. That's all I want, is more time. I just want more time so that I can fix things that is not right outside there. And I want to fight for the kids that doesn't have a voice, for everything, what's happening now at the varsities, at the schools. And I need to stand up for them because they don't have a voice. I mean, they just don't have a voice. And I've got grandchildren and you've got children and you're fighting for your children. And I need to do that. And, if I can get something done and even if it is something small, then I will be happy. If I can help a child and the elderly, I mean, how I always help the elderly and the children and the farmers and that. So if I can help, help the children, at least with this whole flipping scamdemic, then I will be happy. That's all I want. More time. I just want more time.
Okay. Thank you for that, Debbie. Dr. Beate Setzer, I want to ask you what advice you would have for Debbie right now, considering her own wants and wishes. In other words, Debbie doesn't want a biopsy. I would probably do the same thing. And I think it's a very difficult decision to make for somebody, not to go for chemotherapy. I have made those decisions a long time ago in my life. So I would do the same thing.
This is the this is the stuff that I have to drink just to stay healthy.
Okay, and so what advice would you have for? And the other thing I want to ask you, Dr. Beate Setzer, is the medication that Debbie's on. Are you aware of the medication or the prescriptions or anything like that?
No, I'm not.
Okay. So you didn't prescribe anything specifically for Debbie, and I
prescribed her high dose of vitamin D.
Okay.
For I think 50,000 units a day for about a week.
Okay.
Initially. I don't know what the hospital is prescribing for her. It would be for pain.
Okay. And, Debbie has sent me photos in the past of the amount of pills that she has to take. And it's quite frightening, especially if you're a person that don't like swallowing pills. And I've seen many people in the past that have these rows of pills they have to take. And I can't imagine what that must be like. So Dr. Setzer, just quickly, you don't have to answer this if you don't want to, and we can cut it out of the video. What advice would you give Debbie at this stage?
I would advise her to be as active as she can. I would advise her to swim. I have given her the name of a chiropractor that she can see that may be able to help with pain management. I would advise her not to lose hope. And I would advise her to enjoy painting.
She's really good at it. She's really good at it. I saw a picture.
I've seen
incredible. Absolutely incredible. And that brings me to something, Debbie, you did these paintings. What do you call those types of paintings where they give you the paint and what do they call it?
The 3 paintings I did was paint by numbers. And
paint by numbers, that's right.
Yeah. And it's very difficult, hey? If you've never done painting in your life before. And then I did one by myself yesterday. And I also sketched something that was in my head. And when it came out, I thought, my God, Debbie, I didn't know that you can sketch. I could actually sketch a face. And this person, wow. this woman, let me show you. Give me that. I must show you this, guys. I don't know who this woman is. I wanted to put her on Facebook and say to everybody, please let me know who this person is. A checkmate or something. But this is the what I sketched here.
Show it up. Show it again.
Can you see?
That's incredible. It looks like you are. It looks like you are living out a talent at the moment.
I didn't know I could do that, eh? And I did it by myself without checking anything. And then I drew just pass me that quickly, please. I must show you this, guy. Sorry, I'm very excited. I drew this all by myself yesterday while I was sitting here contemplating.
Wow, that is incredible.
Let me see again, Debbie.
Wow. That's really awesome.
It's called abstract painting.
Yes, no, I can see it's an abstract painting. But
so
I
needed to learn how to blend colors. So it keeps me from thinking about the pain or thinking about everything that's going on. And it's really helping me a lot. And I've fortunately got this talent. I don't know where I got it from, but you never know until you've tried it. So I'm busy painting. I've got my whole painting kit here that my friend Anna-Reese sent me, paint and paint brushes and canvases and that. And I'm going crazy. I'm just painting everything that I can get hold of.
But it's great that you're occupying yourself with something, as Dr. Setzer has said. You need to.
And let me show you. Here's my medication. There's.
Wow.
Okay, that's my
medication. And how many pills do you take in a day, Debbie?
Oh God, I don't know. I think about for the whole day. About 65.
Yeah.
Dr. Setzer, prednisone, 8 in one go. That's already 8 tablets.
That's wow. This must have obviously taken a toll. You don't have a normal income, Debbie, at this stage.
No.
So you've been relying on donations with all the movements that you've started. to help you. And what you did with the funds before is actually help people that needed food, that needed feed, and various other things. And now you need help. And I know it's terrible to actually having to be on the receiving end yourself of that help. And I know you don't like that. And I just want to say openly that Debbie has in the past shown me her bank account details. Because she trusts me, and I can tell you that she lives the most humble life. She lives in a 2-bedroom flat with a daughter, and luckily most of the world don't know where that is, and it should stay that way. And everything that Debbie has is the basics that you need for survival, and you are dependent on your daughter for a place to stay. Is that not correct, Debbie? So you're not living in some mansion. You're not buying fancy cars. None of those things are happening. I mean, I'm a witness to that. So this is why I am willing to support you and back you. And I really want to thank Dr. Beate Setzer for being willing to verify and corroborate that you did go to the hospital. She saw the reports. And this is important because a lot of people might question many things, and it's good to be able to just tell people your experience. And when we speak about your life, I'm sure there's a lot more that you will talk about. I remember the first time that we met, I couldn't believe that someone would be that open with me. I mean, you just told me everything about your life, the good, the bad, and the ugly. And immediately I could make a connection with you, because it's very seldom you meet someone that's that brutally open and honest. It's almost like some of the people in the world that don't know how to put brakes on. I found you as someone that doesn't know how to lie. You just come out with it the way it is. And that's how I have experienced you in the time that we've known each other. And I'm grateful for knowing you. And I will fight alongside you. Although we are individuals, we do things our own way. We have our own thoughts, but we are fighting the same end goal. And I really want to thank you for that, Dr. Beate Setzer. I want to thank you for pro bono helping Debbie. For any doctor to do something like that is really commendable. And for being willing to come onto the WDS channel and tell the public what you know with regards to Debbie's reports of file, etc. And I really want to thank you, Debbie, for being brave enough to speak to the public about this. And, you know, one thing that I think you can maybe verify for me, I know that your back was already sore before that incident, and they just made it worse. You were struggling before, right?
Yeah. Yeah, no, I did. In 2017, I injured my back. I didn't fall or anything. I can't even remember actually what happened. And I just had like a pinched nerve the whole time, but it came right. Yeah. And then, you know, every time I picked up something heavy or whatever, then it will, you know, just be painful again. And yeah, with that bang of that shield and me dropping to my knees, I mean, I'm not a youngster, for goodness sake.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, I'm a flipping 54-year-old crook that has got dilapidated bones and things like that. And I mean, the bloody police shouldn't be hitting women my age. Okay.
I can tell you
anybody.
Yeah. No, yeah, nobody. But I mean, and we have personal experience. I was also attacked, physically attacked from behind.
Yeah, from behind. They didn't do it. Yeah, they didn't do it like, because I could have defended myself if I saw it coming, but I didn't see it coming. And I think that shock, you know, of I don't know how to explain. I can't explain it to anybody because I was shocked. I mean, yeah, I didn't expect that from the police to do that. So
well, I don't think anyone did. I don't think some of the police officers that were there expected it either.
No.
It was clear that that team that we met the Thursday later, 4 of them, in shorts and T-shirts, without masks, walking towards us when we interrogated them. And I started interrogating them. They admitted that they were from KwaZulu-Natal. A special unit sent out to come and sort the people, the protesters in Sea Point out. And like I said, we weren't part of the protest. We were actually waiting there on the grass. We were talking when the people came towards us. I started filming the police, the mass police gathering at the time. And the previous week, I heard 2 police officers, and one of them was in charge, saying and hearing over the radio that an example needs to be made of the people. And the water cannon didn't work. So we can talk about that at length in another video. But it's important that people know that we have video footage evidence of everything. I mean, the police had a cracked shield. I don't know who they cracked the shield on, but when they attacked my wife, the shield actually broke, and you can hear the pieces falling to the ground.
Well, that is the same 3 that attacked me, Des. It was the same 3, yeah. It was the same 3.
I saw when the people attacked you because you ran towards me when they attacked me. And they went
you flew over the dunes.
I can run.
I don't know where you get the energy and the boom from.
Thing is, the adrenaline goes, especially when they're trying to spray pepper gel into your face, and you've done nothing. I mean, they actually attacked me from behind, hit me on my back. So I was attacked. There was no provocation from anyone on the day whatsoever. So they were obviously there to try and instigate something, and I don't want to go into the details of that now. But I saw you being attacked. I saw you going down on your knees, especially when you wanted to go and help the boy, because the boy was also on the ground. A policeman, while attacking his father, also flattened the boy with a shield. I mean, I couldn't believe it. I was in so much shock seeing what is happening. I couldn't believe what was happening in front of my eyes, because it was happening in public. It's not like you're in some back street somewhere.
No.
This was happening in public, and it's sad that we are at that point where the police feel free enough to act that way. And it has changed your life. I remember when you came and spoke to me and said, there's something wrong with my back. When the adrenaline went away and you were standing still. So I can testify to that when you said something happened to my back. And your leg was sore. I can testify that my wife's leg was also damaged on the left-hand side. She couldn't walk for almost a week. And she's
when that adrenaline wore off, I didn't know what was sore, because you're being an old lady and somebody moving you from behind and you fall to your knee, everything jerks, everything gets painful. I mean, Dr. Setzer will know that. Any elderly person that falls, you know, they get flipping bruised and everything is painful. The doctor also said to me that he wanted to send me for an MRI because he was afraid that the nerve, the hip was cracked and the nerve or something was pressing where the hole goes through, that the nerve or something was pressing against. That's why my right leg keeps on going numb. But obviously I have not been for the MRI yet because I don't have the funds for MRI. I don't know if the hospital will send me for MRI. I don't know. I mean, they've already, the waiting list is from here to Timbuktu for the MRI. So yeah, I don't know. We'll see what happens.
At this stage, you know, I think it's important, firstly, that the people know what happened from your perspective. It's great that Dr. Beate Setzer could verify everything, and the people can post their questions in the comments below this video, and then we can do follow-up videos based on those comments. And you know, one thing I do not understand is how people can undermine someone that has been hurt or someone that is fighting for their life. In other words, having a life-threatening illness that can shorten your life, and you don't know how it's going to be affecting you, whether the cancer, whether the treatment will be successful or not at this stage. You want to be positive, and that's what I would want to be as well. So you don't want to surround yourself with negativity. And you mentioned earlier that people keep on reminding you of it because they are not keeping quiet when you are trying to just carry on with your life. So what do you have to say to them? Dr. Beate Setzer, before I go to Debbie, what would you say to people that with a cancer patient or someone that's been injured like this, people continuously reminding them? How does that negativity impact the patient like that? Dr. Setzer, could you hear?
Sorry, so just repeat that, please. You want to know how negativity impacts on people?
Yes, so other people continuously reminding Debbie of a situation by maybe being negative or whatever. How does that influence a patient?
Not positively, that's for sure. Stress like that can depress the immune system.
Okay.
And before T cells were discovered, we couldn't prove that, but then T cells were discovered sometime in the 90s. And now you could actually see that the T cell count would drop with chronic stress. So it's well known that chronic stress has a negative impact on well-being.
So any people that are deliberately reminding Debbie of a condition or trying to negatively impact her in any way, they could be directly responsible for a decline. Is that correct?
Yes, absolutely.
So, Debbie, what would you want at this stage? You as the person with a condition and what you're experiencing now, what do you want from the public out there?
I just want the public to, you know, listen to my story and to take it in and to stop listening to the fake and the haters and the negative and the whatever, you know, not to keep on with all the negativeness, because I've said it to my admin as well, I'm deleting everybody that's on the groups that are negative, because I do not want to deal with any more negative people. I want positive in my life. The person that's giving me the treatments as well said to me, Debbie, please be strong. Don't get upset. Don't stress about anything. Don't do this. And it's very difficult when you've got idiots that keep on pushing you down and pushing you down. You know, you try not to think about it, but you can't help it. And that is hence why I said, and you also suggested, Debbie, you come and you tell it as it is. And that's why I gave my doctor the permission to do my reports, because I'm not going to put my medical history on social media for everybody to scrutinize. You know, if they still don't want to believe and want to believe other people, then they must do so. I've now said what I wanted to say. My doctor said what she's experienced, what she got, and everything. And if the people still don't believe that I have cancer and that I was injured, then so be it. You know, then I feel sorry for you, because I don't know what to say. But just leave me alone now. Let me die in peace. Let me be with my family, because every minute that you're causing all this negativeness in my life, you're taking time away from my children. That is what you're doing. And it's unfair. Let me die in peace. That's all I'm asking.
Dr. Beate Setzer, thank you for that Debbie, as a doctor that has done an assessment of Debbie's condition, what would you say to people out there that are trying to pull her down, be negative towards her, say that the conditions don't exist? What would you say to people like that? Because unfortunately, Debbie was in the public eye. So these are unique circumstances.
There are people that try and discredit Debbie. And there is ample proof that none of this is made up. This is all real and can be verified.
Thank you so much for that. And what would you say to those people with regards to your patient and the impact that they're having on the patient, on Debbie?
We don't need to add further stress to the injury and other conditions that Debbie is suffering from.
Thank you for that, Dr. Setzer. Debbie, I know you've told me before that you feel pain in your lungs. I know you've said that your back pain is often hidden that, and I've experienced it where something is more painful than something else. It hides other pains. And when you actually get to relax for the first time, you start feeling all these pains all over your body that you weren't aware of before because they were masked. So what does it feel like at this stage? How is your breathing? I mean, when you have a growth in your lungs, obviously it's having some impact on your breathing. When did you start noticing that change?
I started noticing it when I went to Secunda. My sats were 84.
Sure.
And it was very low. I couldn't breathe there. And when I came home, it felt better. So that is why I didn't go back to Secunda. And my health just deteriorated up there. I couldn't breathe. It was like that, all that stuff that was there, because I was right next to the Sasol refinery there, and it was just, I couldn't breathe. And from there, actually, from Secunda, I went straight to the doctor in Pretoria. Annelies took me there, and she said to me that my lung is not good, and she gave me medication and stuff, and I said to her, I couldn't breathe, and not even taking prednisones, I couldn't breathe. So it was quite bad. And then now it feels like I'm having a heart attack every night. I don't know how to describe the pain. It feels like something is pushing against my thingy here, and it's like, I don't know how to explain it. I feel like I'm having a heart attack. The first time I felt like that, I actually went to hospital, and they said to me that I had an angina, and they gave me isodal and things like that I need to put under my tongue. But I think it is, I don't think it's my heart. I think it is, maybe it is my heart, I don't know. God, I'm getting so much pains now since this. I don't know where the pains are coming from anymore. I tell you, but I think it's because you cannot have a heart attack every half an hour or hour. Do you understand? So that's what I'm saying. I think it is that thing that is pushing against something, because it feels like a knife going through my back, and it comes out of here, and I can't swallow. When I swallow, the things don't want to go down. So very difficult in swallowing my pills and that. I mean, they laugh at me when I go for my treatment because I take about 5 minutes just to swallow a small little pill before I take my treatment. So yeah, it's very difficult for me to swallow. And yeah, but I'm living with it. That's what I'm saying. I'm doing my own anger management. I try not to think about the pain. I'm trying to think positive. I'm painting. It keeps my mind busy, and I want to hear positive things. I don't want to hear negative things anymore. I want to be able to get into my car next week, and I want to drive. I want to go to the protest next week. So help me in my wheelchair. It's going to pump my ride. This is what I'm fighting for. You know, I will be there next week, Saturday, at Milnerton, and I will come and do the protest. And the cops, every time there's a protest, people having protests, and the cops tell them, please don't let Debbie come near the protest or anything like that. I've got it on video already. So they can be intimidated by me. I don't care, but I'm coming for them. I'm coming for them, not in a violent way. I'm not going to back down every time the cops intimidate or threaten me. I will come there and I will show them, and I will come out in full force. I will show them, even if it's a wheelchair or my walker, I don't care. I will be there because they're not going to get me down.
Okay, so a lot of people will say that that might be irresponsible to do that, okay?
No, it's not.
Why do you feel that you have to do that? Tell the people of South Africa why you feel it's important and that you would even sacrifice your health to do that.
You know what? The people, the children and the elderly are more important to me than my life. If like that 6-year-old boy, I got badly injured because I tried to save that little boy. And I will do the same, because if Saturday comes and something happens there, even in my wheelchair, I will drive over them if I have to. I'll come out there and I will fight back, because the people out there, the children, is worth fighting for. Now, if I can do it, why don't those people that sit on the couch and the keyboard warrior that talk so much nonsense, why don't they get up for a change and fight for the people out there? You know, I don't want to go and die one day knowing that I didn't do everything in my power to help those people. I'm sorry, that's not me.
Okay, well, I can tell you that Debbie, we call her the Eystervrou, the woman made of iron, because Debbie doesn't back down for anything. And on that day, when that boy was pushed to the ground by the police with a shield, it was women that came out to that boy's rescue. Yes. And all of them were hurt by the police and pushed to the ground. And we have it, all of that on footage. My wife was one of those that tried to help up one of the women that was flattened by the police because she tried to help the boy.
Yes.
How does it make you feel? Are these the things that motivate you?
You know what motivates me is to be able to help the vulnerable, you know, to be able to say, you know what, if mask wearing doesn't happen tomorrow, then I can say, you know what, I had something to do with it. If the whatever happens, I can say, you know what, I did that for my children as well, and they are free. I want children, I want the people to be free again. You know, I will never be able to rest in peace knowing what is going on here in our country now. I will never be able to rest in peace. Never, never, never.
Debbie Els, Dr. Beate Setzer, thank you very much for coming on and sharing your information with the people of South Africa. And I think it's important for people to just be plain and simply open and honest. And the easiest way for people to know something is to speak to the person involved directly. And I'm glad we've been able to do this now. And I want to thank Dr. Beate Setzer for being willing to come onto this platform and give us the information that she has. Thank you so much, Dr. Beate Setzer. Thank you for your time and your efforts.
Thank you, Dr. Setzer.
Thank you so much for speaking to the people of South Africa, telling them your story, and very soon we will discuss your life story, and I really look forward to that. It's been a long time coming, and I think that there's no better time than now. And please have your pictures behind you, maybe a couple more. So enjoy your painting, Debbie. And, you know, I found you a lot less during this time because I know you need time by yourself. And people need to respect that. And people that don't, they are psychotic. They probably have low IQs because they cannot comprehend or understand what it's like for someone to go through the circumstances that you're going through. And, you know, hopefully, nothing like this will ever happen to them, because I'm sure you don't wish this on your worst enemy.
No, yeah, it's just very sad that people have to stoop down to such low, I mean, to tell people, you know, that I don't have cancer or I don't have injuries and it's all lies, and I'm con artisting people out of donations for medical. It's very low. It's a low blow, you know, when I'm trying to deal with it and my family's trying to deal with it, and then still have to hear how people are doing that and saying that about me. And I mean, how do you trying to do everything to show the people. I mean, I don't want to put my whole medical life in front of on social media because it's my private, it's my dignity and it's my privacy. But it came to such a point now that I had to do it just to make people out there understand that, you know, it is not a joke. It's not a lie. It's serious, you know, and to leave me, let me just deal with this on my own, let my family deal with this, and let me die in peace, you know. Just stop this nonsense, really.
Debbie, I am going to personally, because it's not you that asked for it, it was me that asked for it, and people can attack me as much as they want because I ignore them. I don't care about them. I don't give them the power. I will put your account details in the description below this video. The people that are willing to help, Debbie's medication costs is extremely high every month. And those of you that can help her, it'll be really great if you can. You can pay directly into the account. Debbie, you're not an MPC or an NPO or anything. You're an individual, right?
That's correct.
And you have an individual bank account, and any person in this country is free to make a donation of their own fruition if they want to. Is that correct?
Yeah, the people versus the state, which I do all my lives and that from now, is it's not an MPC. The Stop for Murders is an MPC, but I haven't been doing any work or anything on just posting. I have not asked for any donations or anything, because the only time I actually do ask for donations there is when I collect for the farmers when we take trips to Lourisfontein. So that's the only time actually. Otherwise, I don't. It's just people versus the state. And that is basically, you know, people that come out of their own to donate. They will say there, Debbie, give for you, or Debbie for diesel, or I make sure that they put their name and for what it is, you know.
And people are very good at doing that generally, and they do it out of trust. Yes. And this is the one thing that a lot of people don't understand, is that we actually meet with people, we speak with people, people can see us, and most of the people that do donations are people that know us or have spent time with us, and it's really sad that people cannot understand that people can actually help each other. And I really want to thank the people that have helped Debbie up until now. You know, before she was helping people, now she needs your help, and many people have helped Debbie. And no, it hasn't been loads and loads of money. In fact, it hasn't been sufficient to cover all the costs. Is that correct? I mean, I know that actually.
I told you. I showed you, Dave.
Yes, so I know it's not enough to cover the costs, and it's been a burden on your daughter, and I am concerned about that. So I wish I could do more from my side, but I will keep on making a monthly contribution. I'm not going to stop doing that to help you.
Thank you,
And I hope that other people will do the same. The people in the community around us, we're a tight group of people, and we look after each other. And no media house or personality or any person in the world can stop that. And it's more powerful. People that work together is more powerful than anything else out there. Any military, the police, government, you cannot stop it. It's impossible to stop it. We will work together and we will help each other.
I want to say thank you to Dr. Setzer also for her contribution. I mean, she really, I mean, she doesn't have to do what she's doing, but she is. And I thank you very much for everything that you've done for me as well, Doctor.
It's a pleasure.
Well, thank you. Thank you so much to both of you for coming on, and I hope you have a great evening. And Debbie, I hope to speak to you very soon and interview you on your life. Dr. Beate Setzer, maybe we should do a follow-up interview. I interviewed you quite a long time ago. It's probably been more than a year. The video went viral. And have a discussion on the circumstances now, advice you would give to maybe the public out there. Just as a doctor, people... Obviously, you believe in people just living healthy lives, getting into the sun, enjoying nature, but maybe we can talk about that. Okay. Very basic, simple advice. So thank you very much. Keep well. Have a great weekend.
Thank you.